Are you guys ready to see the most amazing fish you've ever seen?
Yeah!
So the boys are just outside the door. I'm going to open it up and then show them the new Discus tank. Okay boys, come and have a look. What do you think?
Wow! Oh my gosh, they are big.
I told you they were huge. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another MD Fish Tanks build video. You probably noticed by the stupid look on my face, I'm really excited about this one. Behind me you can see the 115-gallon rimless aquarium from Aquariums for Life, and today we're going to be preparing for the 6-inch Stenker Discus going inside. Let's crack on. I think that looks so fresh. I love that. But now I want to get some of the hardscape in, and let's just take a look at what we got. How cool is that wood, guys? So Manzanita Wood is like a shrub that's found all over western parts of America. It obviously isn't like this when it's alive, but when it's dried out it goes all sort of really tight and compact. It's actually quite sort of heavy for the size of it as well, so it's nice and dense. Looks great though, doesn't it? And then the Millennium Stone is just so good for detail. All this stuff has come from Aquarium Gardens, guys. I'll leave a link in the description if you're in the UK and you want to get some. But yeah, it's amazing stuff. All of this stuff, you can chuck it in however you want and it will look good. Click subscribe. There we go, look at that. What did I tell you? Literally a pile of rocks and some sticks. That's basically what I've done there. Tried to follow some sort of lines, have some cool stuff poking out the top, gives you extra height. It's gonna look really cool. So I've kept this so basic, like there's just literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one at the back you can't see as well, rocks there that are just sort of pinning that all in place. Same for this side. I think there's a few more rocks, but maybe 6 or 7. Again, they're all just locking it in, cool twists and turns, and I've actually made these two meet in the middle because I think it would be cool to have a little bridge that the Discus can swim under, behind, you know, all of that, looking awesome. Then I want to stick on some cool Java ferns and Anubias basically over all of this and just keep it really, really minimal. No substrate going in this. Like active substrate, I mean, like soil for instance. Going to be a sand obviously, but just a really thin layer of a decorative sand all the way across. I think that's going to look so good. But yeah, the reason I'm keeping this all simple, guys, is because I want maximum swim room for the Discus. I mean, they're big Discus. Technically this is 115 gallons, so I could actually have about 10 Discus, even more in here, but I don't. I just want the 6, the showpiece. Going to be those 6, maybe a small school or something, and a few corridoras as well for the bottom. But other than that, just these 6 Discus. From the side, because you're not going to be able to see this forever from this side because there's going to be tanks here, but there you go. Look, you can really see the amount of swim room. They can get down the back there, they get the front, they're twisting in and out, but there is loads and loads of room still. I didn't want to take it up like before with like half of the whole thing with soil or anything like that. No. This is going to be my first fish tank, that's a rabbit is, fish tank is going to be my first proper one. These fish are too nice to not have them be the showcase, and then, or centerpiece, and then lots of really nice epiphyte plants on the actual wood and hardscape itself. So lots of Anubias in the basey areas, just sort of starting to creep up, but then we can go into full Java fern mode all over it all. Lots of small and narrow leaf Java fern. Right, I want to apologise if I'm talking a bit too fast or I'm overexcited, because I genuinely am really excited. I cannot wait for this. Like, now that I've got the wood in, the tanks here, in the setting, with that brickwork as well, I just can't wait to see them swimming now. But anyway, let me get that sounded. Right, this is the sound I've got. That's way more than I actually need. I probably only need one bag, but I got one bag from Amazon, which was this stuff. I'll leave a link, by the way, so you guys can get it as well. So I got this stuff, this fine stuff. It turned up, it looked great, so I just thought, well, it's cheap, I'm gonna buy loads of it. And then I got the more sort of coarse version of it as well. Again, not for this, for other setups in the future. I think I'm only gonna need one bag to do the sort of just fine dusting that I wanna do on the base of this. The reason I want to do a fine dusting as well with this is so that I can keep the whole scape super clean as well, because discus, big fish make lots of waste. So yeah, that's why. So in my opinion, I think we've got a really strong base to start from there, but we need to add the plants to this. Now, I'm going for something much more simple than usual. I'm just using epiphyte plants, because obviously you can't plant into that thin dusting of sand. But all the plants that we need are back at the old studio, so I need to go get them now. So we are now back at the old studio. This is my goldfish tank. I've been away on holiday. Whilst I was away, I got a plant delivery and my father-in-law came, and this is the only tank available, so we put them in. But they can all come out now and I can take them away, ready for the new setup. So we've got loads of plants in. They're not all for the new Discus aquarium, but a lot of them are. So the Java ferns, the Anubias, as you can see here. I've got some nice swords and a lot of other really nice plants in there, ready for some other setups that's come in later on in future videos. But for now, we just need to get the stuff we need for the Discus tank. So we've got a nice big healthy bunch of plants there. Let's get these across to the new studio now. So I don't want any of these to dry out, so I need to start getting them in the tank as soon as possible. First of all, what I want to do is put the biggest stuff in, like the big Java ferns in the middle sections, and then build all that Anubias around it. So let's do that now. Let's get the big Java ferns, these bad boys. These are taken from a previous setup, super healthy and really nice. Get those in the middle. Okay, so I know that there is an absolute ton of green there, but that's deliberate because the fish have got so much good colours in them. I didn't want to detract from them at all. So, you know, I think it's a good look though, a really, really nice look. So what I want to do now is fill this up with water so we can make sure that the plants don't dry out. Click subscribe. Woohoo, that is the tank full of water. I've also lowered the light slightly because once I filled it up, it was actually a little bit darker than I wanted it to, but it's not so bright that we're going to get loads of algae issues. Now, I need to go and get the filters fitted so I can get the tank up to the right temperature because currently it's nowhere near right for Discus. They need about 27, 28 degrees centigrade, which is also fine for the plants. But my filters from Aquascape have got built-in heaters, so I'm going to get those fitted now. It's the next morning. That looks ugly. Let me move that. So it's the next morning, the tank's looking crystal clear, looking really good. I posted up a picture on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, guys, go and find me, MD_fish-tanks, without any of the plants in just a hardscape. And quite a lot of people mentioned about, you know, Discus potentially jumping, and also in the last video in the comments as well. They are jumping fish, and I thought, well, my Discus don't jump. I've got my other tank at home, and that's obviously, then I remembered I've got a lid on it, a canopy. Canopy? Yeah, that's right, not canopy. Yeah, I always get those two confused. So what I want to do is go and buy like a lid that I can put over the top when I'm not in the room. I'll take it off every time I come in, obviously, because it just looks horrible. But I'm going to get some of this clear plasticky stuff that you could just, not perspex, but it's like corrugated. I'll just be able to cut like a section there, section in the middle, like a circle, and a section the other side, or whatever, and then just be able to slot it on. And that way then when I'm not here, I can have peace of mind that the fish are all good and safe. They're expensive fish, we don't want them jumping. I mean, any fish can jump. None of these have jumped so far, and they probably won't. Not very, very rarely have I had fish jump. In fact, it's been years, so, and I've only been doing it a few years, so last time I had a fish jump was because I put in some fish with my betta, not this one, a different one I had. I put in some fish with it, new to the hobby, didn't really realise much, they jumped out. I shouldn't laugh, that wasn't funny, but you know, I didn't know any better, now I do. So off to the DIY store to buy some plastic. Well, it only just fits like a glove. Well, I'm actually really pleased with how that's turned out. It looks very neat. You can see I also cut a gap there so that I can just feed as well. When I'm not filming, I'll just keep it on at all times. Well, apart from now, obviously. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, that's so much more difficult doing it like that. Why don't you just take out those bits of wood and, you know, then it would just be one sheet. We don't do things because they're easy. We do them because we want it to look good. And if it was easy, everyone would be doing it, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I didn't want the lid to have any impact on the scape, so we can see right through it, all the lights coming through, well, at least the majority of it. Nice gaps at the side here, look, for all of our equipment. The fish can't get through that. I suppose technically a fish could jump there, but I don't actually think they could get over that gap, to be honest. And also it's quite sticky, it's stuck down because of the surface tension of the water along the rim. So yeah, we've got 2 feeding holes technically, but I think that's worked out really good, and I think it's a really, really neat finish. Right, that's it then, we're all set and ready to go get the Discus. Now remember, both the filters I've got in here have been running for over 5 months now. They're fully cycled, ready to go, and because of that we actually need to get fish in sooner rather than later, because all the bacteria in there is going to die if it doesn't have waste as food. That's basically how it works, the bacteria eats the waste. So that's why we don't want to wait, we want to go and get our Discus now that it's ready and set up. So I'm back at Willowbrook Aquatics. I saw these Discus in here 2.5 weeks ago now, and I thought I really, really want them, but I haven't got anything ready. So I thought, oh, I'll leave them. If I come back the next weekend and they're still here, then I'll buy them. And then I came back the next weekend and they were still here, and I didn't buy them, and I drove up the road, and I got the road and I thought, I can't do this, I have to get them. So I came back, made them an offer, and they accepted. Since then I've been on holiday and they've been looking after them for me, but we're here now to go get them and collect them. We're gonna pick them. We're getting them. Let's go get them. Ow. So they're in here, as you all know. There they are. Yes. Still looking fantastic. All sold. MD fish tanks. Hello guys, you coming to your new home? I could only count 5 then, I was getting worried. But there's number 6, hiding back there, the red one. Yeah, so as you guys have all seen in the vlogs, I saw these and I bought them, I had to get them, and you can see why. I mean, it's hard to get a sense of scale, but it's just amazing. Double bagging because the spines obviously on the Discus can potentially pop the bags. It's not very likely with them double bagged though. And we haven't got far to go either in our journey. Another really good thing about these Discus is that they have been brought up eating, so this isn't a sponsored post or anything, but the Tetra Primer, which is awesome because the beef heart actually makes an absolute mess of your tank, whereas this stuff doesn't. So I'll be getting a nice big pot of that. I've already actually got some, but I need some more anyway. Yeah, stuff's brilliant. Doesn't make the water murky at all. Really love it. Nice work, Tetra. So some important questions to ask if you're buying new fish. What temperature are they being kept at, and also what are they being fed on? So they're being kept at 28. I've got my tank already set to 28, so that's perfect, but we'll still need to acclimate them when we get back. Also in the store at the moment, they've got these little cooters. Oh my god, look how cute they are. Great colours on them. Whoa, that light's going weird, but yeah. Nice little turtles. I actually want some more turtles, but not just yet. I'm going to be moving Timmy across to the new studio very soon. Hello, little buddy. And some of the smallest musks known to man. Look at the size of this little guy. That's the same size Timmy was. He's more like that size now, so you can see just how much that he's grown. I think he's definitely a he, because females tend to get a lot bigger in the turtle world. I think I'm correct in saying that. They were with my previous turtles, Cumberland sliders anyway. Okay, so far we've got 2 in there. They seem quite calm, which is awesome. 4 more to go. So the 6 Discus are here, the bags are open, you can see them all in there now. So what I'm going to do, because obviously there's 6 bags, I'm going to use a little cupful of water each time and just keep putting it in each one, and then do that every 5 minutes and just slowly build it up over the course of an hour so we can temperature acclimate them and also get them a little bit used to my water. It might be a little bit different because they are from somewhere that's, you know, half an hour away. So hopefully that'll all be okay, and it should be like, oh my god, look at them. So here's what we've got. Bucket full of the tank water, we're almost full, and then obviously we've got each individual fish in each bag. So pour the water in, or raise the water level up, the fish will gently go into the net, then we can just transfer it nice and smoothly into the tank. Fingers crossed that's how it goes. One down. Look at how amazing it looks in there. Right, I better get his friends in. He's going to be lonely on his own. So currently the crew are just sort of hiding, huddled in the back corner. It's understandable, they're just shoved in a brand new environment. Let's just give them some time. I'm going to go back home and get my boys, my two sons, Jacob and Henry, young boys. I'm going to bring them in and surprise them with the discus, because I don't think they realise quite how big they are compared to the ones I've got at home. I've got two at home at the moment. They're just sort of small stunted ones, so they're going to be overwhelmed by these. Right, boys, when you finish your dinner, I take you to the studio. Oh!
Okay,
the new discus. No, try and pretend I'm telling you for the first time.
Okay.
Doodles, you want me to take you to the studio when you finish that and see the new discus? Yeah? Oh, I don't think Goose does. Goose, do you want to see the new discus? No, it'll be your bedtime. Right, we're back at the studio. Are you guys ready to see the most amazing fish you've ever seen? Yeah! Jakey, you ready? What's that mean? So yeah! Yeah! So the boys are just outside the door. I'm going to open it up and then show them the new discus tank. While we're looking, there it is. Okay, boys, come and have a look. What do you think? I told you they were huge.
I know that.
Are they big, Doodles?
Yeah, all around this side.
Yeah, they were at the front just then, but I think you two running them in scared them a little bit. What do you think? He said, no, we don't scare them, Doodles.
I thought I saw this in there.
Oh yeah, that's your artwork, see?
That's mine.
Yeah, your one's on the right.
It's quite good.
Henry's is good, is it?
Way good than mine.
Yeah, they're both good.
They're actually quite nice.
So what do you think about the discus?
Well, I like that big black one.
I mean, they're not usually right at the back like that, but obviously they're a little bit scared of you two, I think. That's what it is.
Yeah. Anyway, they look bigger than me.
They're bigger than you. Yeah, they're bigger than your head. Doodles, you stand next to them there, look. They're as big as your head.
When they're in the water, they open their mouths like this.
Okay, this is their food. Shall I feed them?
Let me see how they look like first.
Looks like that. How's it smell? Does it smell?
It smells like fish.
Yeah, it does smell like fish. Okay, so we like them then, yeah?
Yeah.
Should we leave them to it now?
Yeah.
Let them chill out?
Yeah.
Right, let's take you back home.